and welcome to today's talk show, where we cover the rising adoptions in the card market, where we're diving into the world of cards and exploring the trends that transform the way we pay. I'm joined with Divya Baranawal, VP Research, and Shivam Natani, Analyst from the Risk Fraud and BFSI domain. To start with, the first thing is demand, speed, and convenience. Let's face it, nobody enjoys waiting in line. That's why users are flocking to payment methods that are faster and more convenient than ever. Digital wallets allow customers to avoid carrying physical wallets and cards and may offer side income through coupons and offers. Contactless payment with a simple tap and mobile wallets on people's phone are streamlining the checkout experience. Contactless payments offer a fast, seamless, convenient, and secure way to use credit cards, debit cards, and other types of cards to purchase products. And the second thing is security being a top priority. With data breaches constantly in the news, security is a major concern for the users. The good news is the industry is responding with innovative solutions like tokenization, which replaces your card details with unique tokens during transactions. This means even if the data is breached, fraudsters can't use the stolen information. Additionally, biometric authentication using fingerprints is adding another level of security. Third thing is rewards that motivate. Let's be honest. Who doesn't love a good reward? Many cards offer loyalty programs and cashback initiatives, making them more attractive to the users. Understanding these programs and choosing the cards that suits best to the user's habits can be a real win. And fourth is younger tech-savvy generation preferring towards the digital payments. Younger generations have grown up surrounded by technology and they are perfectly comfortable with digital payments. This trend is driving a surge in user adoption of mobile wallets and other digital payment solutions.
So I completely agree with you, Shriram, that credit card adoption rate is increasing. But I do feel with the increase of credit card adoption rate, there is increase in fraud rate. So it's a growing problem with a surprising twist. While overall payment fraud is down, thanks to the stricter regulations, credit card scams are spiking. Apparently, the fraudsters are targeting credit cards for their fraud attacks. The reason being is it's not that strict regulations in the market right now, but still fraudsters are adapting it and they are targeting credit card instead of payment because it's becoming hard to pull off the payment frauds. So what are the new credit card scams? So I will explain some of the new kind of credit card scam. That is first is social engineering scam. Imagine a phone call or an email that tricks you into revealing your credit card details or authorizing a fake transaction. That comes the social engineering scam. It's becoming a major weapon for the fraudster. So after the deepfake attack, there is a growth in social engineering fraud. Deepfake can be convincing impersonations, potentially pulling customer service representative into authorizing transaction or granting access to account information. Imagine a fraudster using a deepfake video to mimic a cardholder requesting a high value purchase or change in address. So I feel this kind of fraud attempts are increasing very exponentially. So here's a challenge. The scams are often tricky to detect because often involve customers' approval, which is very difficult to track, and traditional security measures might not catch them.
Excellent point, Shivam. To support Shivam points, I would like to quote a real life situation based on my personal experience. One day, my mother received a call from a prankster or a scamster who was called and demanding her 1 to 1.5 lakhs, which should be made via a card that she owns through the link that they send, quoting that I had been held for ransom. This panic situation had made my mother to ensure my safety due to this type of scamsters.
Absolutely. I agree with both of you, Shivam and Sriram. And, while these type of card frauds are, increasing at a very fast pace, and we know that the fraudsters are becoming extremely intelligent, they're using some deep fake technologies, they're using impersonation, social engineering attacks. So while the type of attacks are also becoming more and more sophisticated and, advanced, Well, I must say that some of the blame for these card fraud has to be shared by consumers as well. While we know that it is relatively easy for criminals to obtain someone's credit card information, some basic safety practices must go a long way, and will ensure that these frauds are stopped and kept at bay. What according to me, consumers should look for is they should only make purchases on trusted websites. They should never, give out their credit card information over email or over phone. Sriram, you mentioned it happened with your mother. Also, before making any purchase, you should ensure the safety or security of the website. And last but not we should never of using strong and varied passwords on websites that store financial information. Now, that is from a consumer's point of view, what they should be aware and should do. Also, at Quadrant, we do end user survey in which, throughout the year, we try to collect data from different kind of end users. And we have seen that credit card fraud is amongst the top three concerns for end users while they are making any online transaction. So definitely that goes without saying that how these frauds have, been the top of mind concern for end users. Now, also at Quadrant Knowledge Solution, we do interact and engage with tech vendors who are offering solutions to mitigate these kind of frauds. Now, there are leading vendors such as Nice Actimize, there is Feature Space, Feedzai, and many other vendors who have developed cutting-edge solutions so that they can detect and mitigate card frauds. Now, what they're doing is that they are using advanced fraud detection techniques through artificial intelligence and machine learning. Now, by using the power of AI and ML, first, what they can do is analyze vast amount of data so that they can identify any anomaly in user behavior or transaction pattern. Also, what they can do is they can uncover hidden fraudulent activity and also predict what kind of frauds could come in future. So that's one thing. One very interesting trend that is happening in this market is on fraud consortiums. Now, what are consortiums is that financial institutions and vendors, they're coming together and they're sharing insights and information about any kind of fraudulent activities. Like suppose if we, I take the example of what happened with Sriram. Suppose the information like that about the fraudster gets saved with one bank, and that information is shared. So this sharing of information will ensure that such kind of frauds can be taken care of and prevented before they occur. So that's very interesting, and a good thing that has happened in terms of fraud consortiums. Also, we see that multi-factor authentication and risk-based authentications are very effective in terms of tackling these frauds and keeping these frauds at bay. Uh, Also, we are looking out and continuously in the watch out for new regulations like PSD3, because we believe that in PSD3 there should be some very interesting and strict regulations to address card fraud activities.
Thanks, Divya, for sharing your thoughts on the card frauds and how the vendors help to tackle and combat these frauds. Stay tuned with us for more episodes, and please let us know your thoughts on this video and if you have come across any digital wallets that have really fascinated you. And also comment in the below comment section if you have come across any type of these frauds. Thank you.